Hi, I'm Anne.
I'm Katie.
And I'm Karin.
And this is the Strings Unraveled Podcast.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. It is our September episode. And as you guys might have heard from our last episode and from our book club and Patreon, this is our last episode of the Strings Unraveled podcast. I know it's a bittersweet time.
Yep.
It has it's run its course. This is our last one. And
We've done this for a lot of years.
Yeah. I think when we looked, it was 7 years or something. It's a long time.
Yeah.
I was going to look up the episode number, but I forgot. So I'm going to do that right now. This is episode 86.
Pretty nice.
Wow.
And that doesn't include all of our book clubs. So over 100 episodes, easy.
Very cool. Well done, ladies.
Yay. We did it.
Yay.
We did it for a long time.
I'd clap for us, but my hands are full of yarn.
I could do it.
It's been a great time, girls.
Yeah, it has been fun. I miss when we were able to all do it together in the same place, but
Same.
Things change.
Same.
New chapters,
New chapters. All good stuff,
Mm-hmm. I want to revisit the old chapters. But
yeah, it feels like that.
My husband's in California, so it's making me wish I was with him.
Well, that's no fair.
Yeah, I took him. So I took him. His flight was at 7:30 this morning, and he got to California at 7:30.
Magic. He time traveled.
Time difference.
Yep.
Yeah. Something like that. Anyway.
Well, it'll be fun to go through the usual one more time.
Yeah. I guess we could, who wants to start?
Well, in the interest of tradition, Karin, what are you working on?
I'm ready.
Waiting for it.
I wrote things down. I am ready for that.
All right.
Okay. So I picked up a couple of my older projects, and let me put I'm in the bottom ribbing of Murder of Crows.
Ooh, that's exciting.
I'm in the 3 inches of tutu twisted ribbing.
Wow.
Tutu ribbing would be more exciting, but tutu twisted ribbing is less exciting. But so there's
cool.
The bottom.
That looks great.
Proof that I'm at the ribbing.
Yep.
I did add an inch because, even though it's 3 inches of ribbing, the torso I felt was going to still be a little short. Maybe but this is a very woolly wool, and then it's not super wash. And I hadn't picked it when you're doing the colored yarn feels softer, but now that I'm in the tonal alone, I'm like, ooh, it's not as soft as I'm used to, but it'll be better hard wearing. That's what I'm going to tell myself. So
yeah.
But it
will last.
But hey, in a few months I'll actually be able to wear it because it won't be. I was saying earlier, it was a lovely, only 87-degree day today. It's the first day in the 80s we've had in a couple weeks, and it's the first this week. We said it was only 95 because it had been 105 last weekend.
Yeah, you're getting used to it.
It's been.
I think I am actually, but it's been drier.
It's been in the high 90s all week here at home. So yeah, we're getting into proper summer now that it's September. I was talking to James about this the other day. Is Labor Day in most places signifies the end of summer, and it's peak middle of summer for us. So
right,
yeah,
it's really just barely getting going right now.
Right, we just started.
Yeah,
but man, there was so much traffic on Saturday, which was Labor Day weekend day. Just going toward the beach. I was coming home midday on Saturday from Ventura, and it was backed up forever. Everybody was out because it was beautiful. So
it was a gorgeous day. We were visiting. We got to see our friend's new baby, who's 3 months old.
Aww.
And who's about the size
huge.
There's 5 older children between the other 2 couples, and their baby at 3 months is about the size of our babies at 1 month, let's say.
Wow.
Like all of them. We were looking back at pictures of our own babies, and they were just like chonksters at the same age as this little darling. But she's so cute. She's one of those babies with a full head of hair. But anyway, we were trying to meet at that big park in Oxnard, Mandalay Beach Park, and there was negative parking.
Yeah.
So we had to do a full pivot. No. And then we went to Marina Park, which I love. And I think is actually easier off the freeway for the couple that was coming from Los Angeles. And there was not a lot of parking, but if you're patient, we found spots. So it was so gorgeous to just be out so close to the shore.
Yeah.
Because the one closest to the beach, it's pretty far inland.
Not to make it about me, but I got more stuff I'm working on.
Yeah. We're just talking about hot.
So... Hot. We're talking about hot. That's true. So this is why I'm making a cotton tank. This is it's a herringbone half double crochet.
Ooh.
Stitch. So it starts off. Okay. So you start off like a regular where you grab some yarn. Huh?
No, go ahead.
Well, when you pull up a loop, when you yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up a loop. And then you're going to take that loop through that yarn over before yarn overing and going through 2.
Nice.
And so you get a little bit of a texture. I don't know if you can see that in this lighting.
Yeah, I can see like a little bit of a ridge.
So I'm working on the back because I already finished the front. Let me pull that up. So this one has lace, but it has an overlay and an underlay panel. Like this, a lacy panel.
Is that the rose tank? Is it called Rose?
It's called Bloom.
Rose? Okay, because there's a very cute sweater from Wool and the Gang that looks a lot like that. It's so pretty.
Oh, okay. So the back does not have the underlay; it's just the lace. And this is normally
that was your shirt.
No,
that's so pretty.
So this is the front. Right? So I altered it by putting a contrast color behind in the underlay, which meant I had to do a little bit of intarsia here at the corner to keep it. But the lace is fun. The lace is quick.
Gorgeous.
I stayed up way too late trying to finish the top and then having to rip out part of a shoulder. I love working. This is from Natalie of Detroit Knots. She has a group on Discord for people who are doing her projects as well as people who test for her. And I was like, got to a certain point and I'm like, I have to reverse this because I think sometimes some of the things are written in collaboration with the yarn company and they don't necessarily edit and catch things. And fortunately she doesn't mind if I catch things because I always say I know it's me, it could be me, but I looked at this multiple times to check to make sure I got the numbers right. And I think this might be a little off, but here's how I corrected it. Does this make sense to you? So, and she's like, she says she loves and she's being serious. She said she doesn't mind, when I find a workaround or something like that, catch something. But so that's Bloom.
What yarn are you using?
And then I have a This is Kobu by Lion Brand.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And it is really soft. It's got a nice hand. Huh?
I've never used it.
Let me see. I've got the ball. It's a nice. Let me see what weight this is. So I'm using this bag that was a Kaity design. Kobu. Wasn't there another company called Kobu? So it is a cotton bamboo.
Some other yarns that sound like that.
But I thought we had one at the shop. But this is like a
Kobasi, because I still have some in my stash.
Oh, Kobasi. Yeah. That's it. Kobasi. This is just Kobu. 51% cotton, 49% rayon from bamboo. Has a nice, smooth, silky hand to it. A little splitty, but not frustratingly so. You know, it's just because it's so many fibers put together. The main thing is if you don't catch all the fibers when you're doing a stitch, you'll have a loose little snag of fiber that if it's too far down, I just try to pull it to the wrong side. But I do try to catch it otherwise. But no, it was my first time using this yarn. I really like it. I think it's going to be comfortable, of course, and I want to get this done while it's still warm enough to enjoy it.
Nice.
But so this was, and then so I'm working on those are 2 sweaters, and then I have a non-yarn project called I'm doing the travel purse by Half Moon Atelier.
Ooh, gorgeous! Is it leather?
It's leather, but it's hand stitched. It was one that she had a regular pattern for, but when she was teaching it, she adapted it for hand stitching. So there's different tools you need, but it's not too bad. So I, in the spirit of my friend Anne and Katie, who do multiple projects, this is one leather that's like an embossed floral.
It looks tooled, yeah.
Yeah. So it would come down like this, and then this is the back, and then this would be the front, and it has a pocket, and then this flaps over this.
Gorgeous.
I've got the gusset and everything. It's got a pocket for putting your credit card, your cards in. The one thing about the thing that I did not really read was you need a 50-inch piece of leather for the strap. And I went inexpensive and just got a 12 by 24 panel, which you can't really, you don't want to piece leather in a strap. So I do have other leather pieces that are simple that I can use for that one. The other one I have is just a solid green. Isn't that pretty?
I love a rich green leather.
It is a really rich green. Look at the inside; is just really pretty.
Nice.
So I have it marked, and then here's where the little card panel will go. And so this line that you see that's stitching, it's not stitching yet. I have a groove that it cuts a groove. I have a little hand tool that cuts a groove, and then another thing that looks like a fork that you will use to make the holes.
Pre-punch them. I love watching leather making videos.
This was really
Very
fun.
Cool.
Once I had the right tools.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I do have a thing to make a belt, but just so I can show, this one's not cut yet, but this is it looks, I don't know if you can see how plum it looks gray there. This is a really rich plum. It looks chocolate brown, but it's like a very winey plum. That'll be something. But I save all my scraps because I still have my sandal making workshop book, and a lot of these little pieces will make future scraps someday.
Gorgeous. I'm going to catch up to you too with the shoe making someday.
Well, have I made a shoe? No, not this kind of shoe. I made the cork shoe. That's true. That's not from this
Katie
book,
made
though.
her espadrilles?
Yes, I have my espadrille. Hold on, let me see if I can get that without it falling. I have my form. I got this before I left.
Soles.
My soles. I did not lose my soles in the move. But have I done anything with my sole? No, my sole is stagnant, waiting to be something. But I have beautiful fabric. I'm trying not to buy more. So anyway, those are the projects in process.
Nice.
The leather working.
I get to pick the next person, which will be Katie.
Okay.
Anne thought I was going to pick her because.
Well, you were trying to be unpredictable, whereas I was very predictable.
Yeah, you were par for the course. I am working on. I think I talked about I got the yarn for this, but this is the Day Glow Tank by Knititude, and this yarn is called Dahlia Mixo. It's from Hobie or Hobby, or I don't know how you say that. But it's a 800 meter ball of yarn. Dahlia Mixo.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's 100% cotton in this fun, bright very Kaity yellow.
Perfectly you. Yeah, it's a perfectly you yellow.
Love it.
It's a great yellow.
I have the ribbing done and maybe a little over an inch of the stockinette in the body. So this is not the most exciting project in the world at the moment, but yeah, that is one. And then the second thing is I felt like knitting some socks because I hadn't done that in forever and ever and ever.
Ooh.
So I went to my stash to see what I could dig out, and I found this skein of yarn that is I think it's hand spun, some sort of 2-ply kind of gradient color change. I think I bought this in Idaho because we went to go visit some friends and we went to a yarn store, and I remember buying something like this. I'm guessing that's where this is from. I have no information about this yarn except that I'm assuming it's a wool. It feels like a wool, and it is fingering weight-ish. And I'm putting it together with some Malabrigo from my stash. I think this is, I have the label. I think it's Piedras is the color. Yeah. So those two together, and I'm going to do contrasting heels and toes and ribbing and stuff like that.
Ooh, I like it.
That's really gorgeous.
This is my small mindless project, and this is my big mindless project. But
I see a commonality.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything real complicated at the moment. I've also been crocheting granny squares here and there, just when I have time or to do, a little scrappy something, but I don't have any real plans for those. Those are just like if I'm sitting down and I want to do something quick. I've been crocheting up a little granny square. Yeah, that's kind of it for my knitting and crocheting at the moment.
Did you say you don't have
Sounds like the Mojo's
destination?
No, I have like a bag of yarn that's all about the same size, and I'm just crocheting granny squares that are all the same number of rounds, and then depending on how many I end up with, I might put them into a sweater or a blanket or I don't know, pillow. I don't know. We'll see.
It's a really good way to work, get your fiber mojo back, so you can work on something without it. It doesn't have to have a plan. It could just be yarn in your hand.
Yeah, I'm just making them because it's fun to crochet granny squares, and I don't know, maybe at some point I'll have enough to do something with. So that's kind of all I've been knitting on at the moment. Anne, what do you got for us?
I have been, shifting projects like usual.
Yeah.
I'm trying really hard because I'm not that far from finishing, but I've made a lot of good progress on the body of my stowaway sweater.
Nice. Uh-huh.
So I got to the place where I could knit my pocket into the
body.
So that's attached. And
I love those colors so much.
Thank you. I have probably like 20 more rounds of the body to do for me to be able to knit the bottom of the pocket in.
Nice.
And then the ribbing. And overall, because this is a pretty big sweater, especially in my size, I think I'm making it about like 4 inches shorter than the pattern calls for. Because like 22, 23 inches is my ideal overall length for something I'm going to wear a lot.
Same.
And I think the sweater is like 25 or 26. And then
I had to shorten. Anne, did you have to shorten the pocket at all?
I didn't shorten the pocket. I maybe should have.
I actually had to shorten the pocket because I didn't realize the pocket was bigger than the body for me. I don't know if my gauge was just that much different, but that's okay. It was still a good size pocket, as you'll see.
Yeah. The pocket is pretty high. Like it's almost like an your waist for me.
Yeah.
But I know it's more important to me, like the overall length of the sweater than where the pocket landed. And I did try it on when I knitted the pocket in, and I'm happy with where it's landing. Like it looks like a cute little kind of, cropped sweatshirt style.
Nice.
And then I started this, maybe like 2 years ago. It feels like it's been sitting a long time, but not a super long time. But it's just a corner to corner blanket with the chunky yarn from Michael's, the Loops and Thread Charisma. But they have this colorway that's so fun. It's like purple and green and black, and the green is a
very
neon
fun.
green.
Ooh.
So it feels very Halloween-y to me without having to be the black and orange.
Yeah, real spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm doing a corner to corner and doing a rectangular corner to corner. I just started the straight sides.
Nice.
And it should be a nice big cuddle on the couch blankie.
That's awesome.
And I pick up my giant market bag every once in a while. It's a real easy to carry around project. So I had that with me this weekend because we had people visiting and we were running around a lot. And then my never-ending project of the dish cloths is a good one to grab. But I've been trying. I really want to whip this blanket up because I have 8 balls to go, and I can do like 1 or 2 balls a night because it's such big chunky yarn. So hoping to finish that in the next week or 2.
Nice.
Yeah,
have it ready for spooky season.
Yeah, it's September 1st. I haven't had a pumpkin spice latte yet.
I haven't either, but spooky season is here.
It is here.
It sounds like they're actually putting real pumpkin in it this time.
Oh, nifty.
Because, so do you like a pumpkin spice with pumpkin or just the pumpkin spice latte?
I like both
What
things.
are your feelings about having real pumpkin in your lattes?
I just want it to taste good.
Yeah, it's like people were
Kaity,
up in arms when they learned that pumpkin spice doesn't have real pumpkin in it, and it's like, well, it's not a pumpkin latte, it's a pumpkin spice latte.
Spice. Yeah. But I'm open to both.
Exactly.
Like, and I know I've had it both ways because like independent coffee shops will actually put pumpkin in it. Yeah.
I'm not the biggest pumpkin spice person. Like, I might get one. I like the pumpkin cream cold brew or whatever. I like that one.
But yes.
I liked them actually much better when they were a newer thing and before they became like White Lady Autumn. Yeah. Because like all of a sudden one year they just tasted not as good. But I still like them and I will have them everywhere, not just at Starbucks.
Yeah.
But starting selling them in August is not something I will participate in.
Yeah, I was there like over a week ago and I saw that they were out. I was there the day they came out and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not ready for that.
No, I have the personal ethos that it will wait until September.
Yeah.
August does not signify fall to me, but September is the beginning of school. It's when the air starts to turn, temperatures. To me, September is the beginning of fall, even whether it is or not, chronologically.
I wish we even just got fall,
Right.
Like, I feel like it skips over us nearly entirely, and I wish every year when it's like time to be all cozy with your blankies and your pumpkin spice lattes and your fall scented candles and it's 99 degrees outside.
Right?
Yeah. But,
that is one thing I'm looking forward to. Well, there's places where you can drive to not far from here where whole groves are changing colors. So they do get a lot of autumnal trees here. So that's nice. And we do get a fall. I mean, it's about 2 to 3 weeks of fall before we get winter. So we don't get much fall. Just like when we had spring, I was so excited, and then 2 weeks later, it was over. It was already summer. We only get 2 weeks of spring, but so for the 3 to 4 weeks, maybe range of fall, I'm going to enjoy it this year.
Yeah,
thanks.
But anyway,
well, I have plans this autumn to go to like every pumpkin patch, every farm stand. I think I'm going to range all the way up in San Luis Obispo County. Because there was a farm stand we wanted to go to for Kevin's birthday, and we got too sick with the flu and had to come home. That like they start their excellence in autumn, and I'm just gonna. Bella's like, how many pumpkins do I get to buy?
It's one of my favorite seasons. I think autumn.
Yep. Yeah.
Does anybody here have summer as their favorite season? Yep, ever? I mean.
Me? No.
Does
I don't
anybody
have
here
a favorite season, but I do like summer. I don't mind when it's hot outside. I don't want to be, I get a little angry when it's like really super hot, because there's nothing I hate more than when I get out of the shower and then I have to spend time. It's always like stuffy and warm in that room, and like I can't get out fast enough, and then I'm already sweaty again. And it's just, the other thing that was really stupid of me to do was I cut bangs like 2 weeks ago, and bangs in summer are not fun. And I should have waited, but I didn't wait. So now I get so like upset because I've styled my bangs, I blow dry them, they look great, and then they're all stuck to my head because I'm sweaty, and then they look terrible again. So that's the thing about summer I don't like. If I didn't have to sweat, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
Don't cut bangs in the summer.
It was a real PSA. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, Karin, what have you finished?
Well, I started and finished Bright Axis.
Ooh,
and
exciting.
Ta-da!
Oh, that cool. Turned out great.
That's fun.
That yarn is fabulous.
It is very rainbow, and I love it. It's rainbow, but look how the colors kind of, they're not just straight lines. They have this gradient, kind of a jagged, so I love that. The neckline has this little bit of lace. I don't know if you could see a little bit of that lace detail. There it is. You can see it
nice.
there. This lace detail.
So the eyelet.
This was leftover yarn from a different project, so most of the body was stash. I just had to buy this, and it's actually pieced at the shoulder. So the way it's dyed is pretty close. They come in 2 50-gram identical matching skeins. However, for my size, I needed more than the 2 for the upper part. So I did have to wind a little bit off and kind of fudge a little bit, because the other 2, pair of skeins were not exactly matching the first ones. They only guarantee to match themselves. But there's not too bad. Look, it's not too far off.
No, it looks great.
It was a nice, so this will be a great fall sweater, because when it's transitional seasoning, I get to wear that for a little bit. And then I can also use it as a layering piece. So I look forward to that. And then I finished Stowaway. I finished. It's all the ends on those sleeves were
I know,
were less than fun to weave in.
Right.
But I just did it. I did it. So look, okay, so here's the thing. On the duplicate stitch, there was one part, because I did the duplicate stitch on one sleeve because I filmed it as part of the class.
I did no duplicate stitch.
I didn't.
I stranded everything.
I like that little pop. I didn't want to strand the tiny little pop of color. I didn't.
But I didn't break up my color that way.
So, but look, you get more the way the color, you get a multiple of colors on this, like on the sleeve.
Beautiful.
Absolutely
gorgeous.
The problem was, on one sleeve, I did the center of the belt with the purpley red, but I didn't really pay attention to what I was doing. So when I did the second one, I did the other sleeve in the other section with yellow. So they didn't exactly match. But that's okay because it was duplicate stitch. Well, no. So what I did was I just made, on the one that didn't have yellow, I added yellow, and the one that didn't have purple, I added purple. So
you got even more variety.
So on the sleeve, no, on the pocket, so you can see it better on the pocket. You can see that one little, what I call the Santa's belt.
Yeah.
Section. Yeah. So anyway, so my stowaway is done.
Yay.
I started it a year ago. I started a little more than a year ago, and now it is done.
How fabulous.
And it is going to be hot and warm, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It's going to feel amazing.
Sweater. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. These sleeves are going to be plenty warm. But I usually like to push up my sleeves, but I've been trying not to because then it stretches out the cuff. So this is definitely not a push up your sleeve cuff sweater. I finished that. I finished those two things. And then technically I finished this leather tote.
Ooh. Wow, that's pretty.
Yeah. So this is a kit that I got to go with. I don't know if you can see it way over there. You see that's a heavy duty portable, goes through canvas, goes through leather sewing machine. So the problem was one, I didn't put this in correctly. So I cut the holes for this, and so then I had holes when I didn't need to, as you can see here. And the straps came out. So I think my holes were bigger. I think the holes that I cut were too big and needed to be a little bit smaller. So I'm going to have to I can put what are these called again? My brain's a
rivets.
Katie, what do I call these things? Rivets.
I can't really see.
So I just have to redo the rivet. This thing.
Your footage is a little blurry coming through on my end, so it's a little hard to see. But yes, I think that's a rivet, as Anne said.
Yes. So, hey, there's something in my pocket. I should probably pay attention to that. There's my other glasses. I'm always losing these things. I took everything out of the main pocket, but it's pretty nice. I mean, look, the kit comes with canvas. It comes with rivets. It comes with your leather. Fun. You have to cut the pieces, but it comes with the leather. This is 2 pieces that are then sewn together, and you can burnish the edge if you want to. But so I just have to redo the rivets. So technically, it was a finished object, and now it's got to be a fixed object. It needs to be fixed object. So
yep,
it's a mending project. Yeah, but it was my first project on the machine, so now I'll be less timid. Of course, the 2 leather projects I'm doing are hand sewn, not machine sewn. But I wanted to practice with this before I go and do the leather fanny pack that I tried to do on the other heavy duty machine that was not a heavy duty machine. Anyway, that is what I have done.
Very beautiful.
I got that done in the first 2 weeks of us being done, and then I didn't really get anything done in the last 2 weeks because I've been down with migraines. So
that's too bad. Well, that's a lot to have finished in a month. I'm impressed. August.
It helps that stowaway was mostly done. I only had half a sleeve to do.
Yeah. August is birthday month in my family, so I made and gifted a bunch of things. So I have pictures of 3 finished projects because I've already gifted them. So number 1, my nephew Bobby turned 4, and I made for him for his birthday. This is
that's so
pigeon.
Cute.
It's pigeon.
It's the pigeon.
I love it.
So that's Mo Willems is the author of the pigeon books, and he loves the pigeon. So I made him a pigeon.
Good taste, Bobby.
He was very excited. I think I have a picture of him playing with it. I'll show you guys. But his baby sister's birthday is also in August, so she turned 2. Maggie turned 2, and then I made her these little kitties.
They're so precious.
It's a panel, like a cut and sew toy panel, and it came with the little guys, and they have clothes. So her skirt is like a separate piece, and then his little overalls are a separate piece. And I don't know if you guys can see,
that's so
but the mommy has a skirt with pockets, and she's got babies in the pockets.
Baby kittens.
There's baby kittens in there. They're so cute. I don't know. It's a little blown out, but
adorable.
That is so cute.
They're very cute. That was fun to put together, and she liked them. And then my cousin Samantha's birthday was also this month. I don't know how old she turned. And we had this fabric at work, and I had been meaning to buy it forever, and I just kept. And then it was the end of the bolt, and I was like, I gotta buy that before it's all gone. So this is the Rifle Paper Curio book club canvas. So I made her
wanted that fabric.
Sorry about the last bit.
I didn't know you guys had it. No, I didn't even know you had it. But I was looking at the rifle paper yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And I was like, oh, these are all great, but I wish I could match my book pen.
Yeah.
That's fabulous, Katie.
So it was a simple tote bag and a little pencil pouch that went with it.
That is
for
so
her.
cute.
I know. I love this fabric so much. It's got fairy tales and Wind in the Willows, Beauty and the Beast, Jungle Book, Humpty Dumpty, Treasure Island, A Little Princess, Little Women, Three Little Pigs, Anne of Green Gables. So cute.
It's great. I love it.
Did you say what the project was? Because all I saw was the fabric and how pretty it was.
Yeah, it's a tote bag fabric and it's a tote bag. It's a tote bag and a little zipper pouch. And then I finished my first Dayglow tank with the yarn that Anne did for me.
Oh, that's fantastic!
Yeah, I'm very happy with it.
You had tagged me in your story, but I hadn't been on Instagram that day, so I was like, "She finished, but I can't see."
I did. Well, I'll show. I have a picture. I'm not wearing it, but I have a picture of me wearing it. There I am.
It looks great.
Yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out.
That looks cute on you.
I added, I think, at least 2 inches to the body. I feel like the body, as written, was supposed to be 10 inches because it's cropped, and I think I made it 13 or so before the ribbing. So it's still cropped, it hits the top of my pants, but it's not so cropped that I'm showing belly, which is not always the look that I want to do. And then the other thing is I widened. Is that a word? I made the straps wider.
Yeah, widened.
Widen the strap.
Yeah, I wanted it to be about the same width as a bra strap, but I don't have exactly the right undergarment for a thin striped strap. What am I trying to say? Like a spaghetti strap kind of deal. So I don't know. I have to shop, for a new bra to go with it, which is not my favorite thing in the world to do, but
I think you made it wide enough that you could make the little dress, the little dress strap with the snap. I always think of doing that, and I don't.
Yeah,
because today I'm struggling with the same problem.
I don't care so much about my bra strap showing. It's not necessarily a thing that bothers me, but it would probably be a good thing to have in my wardrobe. But yeah, I think on the second one, I'm going to adjust the placement of the straps a little bit. They're a little bit far out. And I want to bring it in just a little bit. Just, I don't know. I think it would be cuter. But yeah, it used about a skein and a half of sock yarn. So it was maybe, I haven't weighed it, but I'm guessing somewhere in the 550 to 600 yards. And I blended my 2 skeins because the first one was a little darker than the second. But I'm very happy with how it blended out.
But I love it. So it's a natural gradient.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, those are the things that I finished.
Those are all very beautiful.
Yeah, I feel like I finished a lot this month, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm wearing one of the things I finished. Okay. So there's that's what I was looking for. There's a quilter who was on Instagram sharing the cool fabric she got by buying tablecloths at the discount stores.
Yeah, I've been following someone who does that.
Who is it? She's really cool. Anyway, so I went to, because I had to have that fabric that she was showing us, which is a Cynthia Rowley tablecloth that has it's autumny without being, and kind of gothic without being super Halloweeny. And so I found, I'm gonna make a dress out of it. I found her name is the Badass Quilter, and it's the _badass _quilter. And I found the one she had, but then I found a ton of other cute ones. And so I got this gauzy one that has skulls all over it that I'm gonna make this gauzy dress that takes like 5 yards that I would have never probably spent the money on double gauze yardage for.
Yeah.
I think I ended up with the 2 tablecloths at $40. They were $20 each, and I don't think I could have gotten more than 5 yards for $40. And then I got a couple other cute things. But this was an odd pickup while I was shopping for. I ended up needing one more of one of them and one less of the other. But it's napkins that have dancing skeletons on them.
Oh, that's cute. Awesome!
And I made a handkerchief style tank top.
That's so cute.
There are 6 napkins, and I ended up using, I think really 5 went into the tank top, and then there's like a 6th one that there's the corner design, and I made a little pouch out of that. But I wore it out for the first time today, and I really love it. But I'm having that same strap issue, is that the strap is wide enough. It's just not, necessarily always lined up with my bra strap. I'll grab the other tablecloths. Well, this is the one that started it all, and it has like bats and death head moths and butterflies.
Oh, I love it. Cool.
And it's kind of like almost like a canvas, almost like the rifle paper canvas kind of. And that is 120. It's 60 by 120.
Nice.
So that's like a lot of yardage for $25.
Yeah, that's awesome.
This one is actually, I was like, I'm going to go look in their shower curtains too. This is 72 by 72. And you can see it has this cute striping. And then the bottom has this little Halloween town at the bottom.
That's fantastic.
Better turn that into a dress.
Well, I think that's what Bella said. She's like, make a dress like you're wearing. I was wearing my Very Hungry Caterpillar dress. Like, what I think I'm actually going to do is the Joss pants from Seymour. And they have a big patch pocket on them. So the bottom of the pants, it's a wide leg pants. The bottom of the pants will have the town on the bottom of the legs, and then the pocket I'm going to turn sideways so the stripes contrast.
Cute.
And then I kind of want it to be like, like a set, sort of like my red stripy one, but I don't think I want to make another top like that. I found this really cool structured sort of denim jacket on Mood. That's a free pattern, and I think I'm gonna do it as a set like that. And the jacket's gonna be lightweight enough that I could take it to other outfits.
That's awesome.
This is the gauze. It has skulls all over it.
Oh, that's fun.
Very fun.
I'm gonna make this McCall's. It's not too old of a pattern. The number is 7945, and it's just this big gauzy panel dress.
Nice. Did you say where you got the tablecloths and things from?
Those came from Home Goods.
Okay.
And this one I'm making just the Joss pants. It's a tablecloth that has another kind of border print, but with ghosties all over in portraits coming out of the portraits. So that's ready to go. I actually cut that out. It's ready to sew up. Yeah. I love Halloween, so I think there's absolutely I should have like a dozen Halloween themed clothing pieces. I don't see any problems with that.
That's a brilliant way to be able to help your wardrobe without spending a fortune.
Right. I mean, I ended up spending a fortune because I kept finding cute prints. but for the value of the fabric.
You've got lots of okay. Spending a fortune for one project is not the same as spending a fortune for multiple projects.
Yes, yeah. So I got a lot of good projects out of that shopping trip. Bella also picked one. I can't find it right now. And she's like, just make me something I would like. And I'm like,
yeah,
we're gonna counsel on that. It's not gonna be a blind. I hope you like this.
Yeah. I need specifics.
I did buy her 4 t-shirts at the start of the school year, and she liked 3 out of the 4. So
that's pretty good.
Right. Yeah, for buying for a 14-year-old girl with her input, I did very well.
Nice. That was very brave.
So I also finished A Corner to Corner, which is not that exciting, but it is a finished thing.
Yay.
Kevin has a very pregnant coworker. Like, teachers are a fertile bunch. So he has to have this for Friday.
Got it.
And I'm done well in advance of Friday, so I feel good about that. And
Sweet.
It's the Karin big cake or something like that. Chunky cake. And I just did 2 of those, and that was the perfect recipe for, I think, like a perfectly sized baby blanket.
What size hook did you use? Do you remember?
I used a monster size hook, the same size I'm using on my personal one, which was an N, USN, which is 10 millimeters.
Sweet.
My trusty Susan Bates. This hook you could hurt someone with for sure.
It's a lot of hook.
It's solid aluminum, it feels like.
Yeah. Well, that's a cute little blankie.
Yeah. I'm very happy with having finished that.
Awesome.
So those are the things I made.
Yay. Go us.
Yep.
Cool. Anybody have something they're excited about? An obsession? Karin, you got anything?
I've been too brain dead this month to obsess over anything. I'm trying to think. I've been obsessing over some books from the library, some graphic novels. I found one of Shirley Jackson. There's a graphic novel of Shirley Jackson's called The Lottery. There's
I love The Lottery.
One called Amphigory. You would know, like, who's the author whose name is Gorey? He's got Gorey in the name.
Oh, he's an illustrator. Edward Gorey?
An illustrator. Yeah, Edward Gorey. So he has a story called Amphigory, and I haven't looked at that. I got to look at it. I got to read it quick because it's due in a couple days back to the library. And I've already renewed it once. But I took too many books from the library. I just have been enjoying that kind of thing. I've almost finished with Wizard of Earthsea. It's a very different part of the brain doing a visual story through graphic novels, but versus just words or auditory. I mean, so when it's a graphic novel, I can't just listen to the audiobook to accompany it because it just does not, the audiobooks are not set up that they don't align the same.
Right.
And then I've just been enjoying it. But so the Wizard of Earthsea by Ursula. The main story is by Ursula Le Guin, but the illustrator, the graphic artist, putting the story together with the blessing of her daughter. I don't have the book in front of me, but it's been really interesting. The thing is, some of these books, the pictures are very dark. And if you're in a room with a lot of shadows, it's harder to read the story visually. So I'm like, well, I got to see, it's a picture book and I can't see the pictures. But so I've been obsessing about graphic novels. So
nice.
Anything else?
Cool.
No, that's it.
What are you obsessed with, Kaity?
I am obsessed with a baker. Her Instagram handle is Awkward Pastry Chef. She bakes, I should say, out of the old native kitchen pizza in on Midtown.
Like, I knew that sounded familiar.
Yeah, so she's
tell me more about that.
She's using the kitchen at Native Pizza, which is not a restaurant anymore. And so each week, she has different offerings. So you can hire her to bake you a cake for an event, and she makes these really beautiful, gorgeous baked goods and cakes and things. But then also every week she is open at that location, which just happens to be right across the street from my work. Like Wednesday through Saturday she's open. And so I'm always like looking to see like what is she gonna have this week. She makes really good chocolate chip cookies. Last week I had a raspberry crumble bar That was pretty darn good. The week before that was my favorite thing she had, which was Bananarama, which is like a banana pudding cup situation, which was delicious. Yeah, so each week I'm excited when she posts to be like, ooh, what am I going to run across the street and get for my little treat this week? Really good stuff. And also they're super nice in there. They also do a lot of like charity things. Like they do bake sales. They've organized 2 different bake sales. One of them was for like immigration and like the ICE situation. And then there was one before that I think was, can't remember. It was earlier in the year. Yeah, she did the immigrant defense bake sale. That was in July. She hasn't done another one yet, but Plan C bake sale. Fundraising for Planned Parenthood, I think. But yeah, so she partners with a lot of other local like home chefs and bakers and things like that to run these bake sales, which are cool to support if you catch one. But really beautiful stuff and really delicious things. So 10 out of 10 recommend. If you're in the Ventura area, follow her on Instagram and see what she's posted because she makes good stuff.
Nice.
I have been obsessed with sourdough. To the point I'm making chocolate sourdough. Nice. The sourdough starter itself has chocolate. And grows. And so so today with the discards, I made chocolate souffle pancakes with the sourdough discard. I had a bunch of egg whites left over I made these cured egg yolks. Think of it like a jelly egg, but just the yolk. And so with the egg whites, I set it aside, and then I made that into. I whipped that up so I could make the souffle pancake out of it. You got to be really creative with all the discard. So,
yeah.
Anyway,
that's cool.
So I did. So I forgot. I did obsess with that. There's a gal called Little Ranch Family on Instagram, and she has a lot of really interesting takes and a lot of tips and tricks on keeping your sourdough going and what to do and other things you can do with it besides, like, she makes a chocolate cake with a sourdough discards. So yeah.
There's a different baker that I think I've mentioned before, the Seaside Farm Stand in Ventura.
Yes.
And every week she must have so much sourdough discard because every week it's like we have sourdough, tortillas or sourdough whatever, and like every once in a while it's like she had sourdough chocolate chip cookies or something, which always, like, I know it's not going to taste like sourdough because my mom makes all of these things, but like at some point I'm like, that doesn't sound good though. Just like I understand that it's got sourdough starter in it. I understand it's not going to taste like sourdough, but I don't want to eat a sourdough chocolate chip cookie because that doesn't sound good. So, like, you could put it in there and that's fine. You don't have to tell me that your sourdough starter is in everything because it makes me be like, I don't want sourdough chocolate cake. Like, it's not going to taste like sourdough, but my initial reaction is, I don't think that's branded very well. I'm sure it's all delicious, but...
I think I've shared this before another time you were talking about your sourdough, Karin. There's a video out there of this little blonde boy having a full meltdown about how obsessed his mother is with her sourdough and it's sourdough everything. That's fun. Though. I'm impressed you're keeping it going because
well,
like another family member.
Okay, so what I do, yes and no, because I do keep it in the fridge for a few. If I can't feed it for a day or two, I just pop it in the fridge and let it slow down. That's how I keep it from running my life. I make it. I have this balance where I'm not doing it every other day and feeding it, and it's not eating me. I'm not getting swallowed up by it.
It's not eating you.
I do have something that I'm looking. I do have another obsession that to be in the future, a planned future obsession. Oh. We have a lot of Tabasco peppers growing. And so I want to make Tabasco sauce. So which means
right.
in order to do that, the paste, the mash, right now, I have a couple bushes that are all yellow and they're starting to turn orange. And when they get to be red, then I can harvest them. And now true Tabasco sauce is actually, the mash is kept for a couple years. I probably won't wait that long in a little oak cask.
Wow.
So and what one person did so that they really get that flavor is they'll put Jack Daniels in that 1 liter cask for like a month, while they're waiting for the
barrel,
and then they'll empty it out. Yeah, so the barrel has that in it, and then they'll put the mash in the barrel and let that sit for several months. But and one person said, "I'm more interested in what you did with the Jack Daniels when you're done with the cask." But would you like to know?
Yeah, it's like
so I have a plan. So I have a planned obsession, but
nice. It's budding.
I got the bottles and the labels. I got the special bottles on order with the little tops that keep it from shaking out too fast, and the shrink wrap. So I'm planned so that when it's time to harvest, I can make Tabasco sauce.
Oh, fun. It's not my favorite source of heat.
It's good in the right application, like in the right thing. I like it, but it's also not my favorite either.
Bloody Mary. I do like it in a Bloody Mary. That's right.
Or in like gumbo or like a jambalaya or something like that's right. But yeah, I don't use it a ton. I don't reach for it a ton, even though it's always on hand. But
I tend to like Cholula and pepper plant a little better.
I don't know that it's going to be a pure Tabasco because I don't know if I'm going to get 2 pounds worth of harvest out of it. So I might have to mix it with some. We have jalapenos that are turning red, so that adds a different kind of flavor to it. So it won't be a pure. It'll be more of a pepper sauce than. And then I have some, and I can buy some Thai bird's eye if I really want to spice it up. I don't want to kill my family. I just want them to enjoy pepper sauce. But the plan is to have peppers to gift my kids when they come for Christmas. I have one who loves spicy food. I can send him home. I don't know if he can he probably can't take it on the plane. I'll have to ship it to him. Because it'll be more than 4 ounces. Huh? Probably
it would be easier that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
How fun. So I have a new obsession, and then I also have a budding obsession. I'll share that. So the new obsession, which I'm just like dipping my toe into and trying to control myself, and my daughter quoted me back to myself today, which was very rude. So she loves jigsaw puzzles, and I have never really been into them. But I saw like a good deal on a cute one, and I thought, this would be a fun way to like just spend dedicated time with her. And I had so much fun. It was so much fun.
I love a jigsaw puzzle.
And so we have little different techniques, but I think you can coexist in a puzzle. And so we had this weekend to entertain, and we went to the Channel Islands Visitor Center, and my friend was looking at a Channel Islands themed puzzle, and we were going to have a barbecue one of the nights, and I was like, well, we'll get that puzzle and we'll put this puzzle together.
Yeah, that's fun.
But I already have it's actually extremely hard puzzle. We were doing it at nighttime with like medium lighting, not great, not that bad, but there's this big blue sky that's like a soft blue, and the really hard part, which I did not get from looking at the puzzle, like it's this image from the Channel Islands. It's an illustration that kind of like, remember that picture you found, Karin, of the Anacapa Arch where the photographer had like half of it underwater? Yeah. It's an illustration kind of like that of the port at San Miguel, perhaps. And and then it's got all these animals that live in the, in the water, and then it has some that live on the land, and all of the
that sounds fun.
It's very beautiful. It's a great image, and it's the one my friend and I agreed that we liked better than the other choice. And the picture is exactly what the puzzle is, with a full white border for the entire edge.
Oh, that's not fun. That's not fun.
And then, yeah, it's really rough. So the color of the sky,
if they're all the same
sky,
shape. Yeah.
No, they weren't all the same shape. The color of the blue sky is just like barely less white than the white border. So that was tough at nighttime. So
yeah.
And then I have like another spooky one. I have a spooky one waiting. So anyway, I was like, Bella's like, "Ooh, look at this cool puzzle." While we were out today, I was like, "No, we should do the ones we have and just like not add to it until we've done the ones we have." And then we're maybe 3 or 4 stores later. I was like, "Ooh, look at this one, Bella." She's like, "Mom, we have to do the puzzles we have." Shut up.
Do you have? How do you store your puzzles?
Do you I have 3 puzzles. I have 3 puzzles. They're all in their boxes.
Okay.
What's your suggestion, Karin?
I do put the pieces in a Ziploc.
Yeah.
We had friends who would always lose one piece, and then they would give us the puzzle minus the one piece. So,
that sucks.
And my husband has gotten really. Back in California, we had a cat that if he didn't cover or put the loose pieces away, sometimes those pieces that were left on the table would be elsewhere. Yeah. And I always had to be mindful of looking before I vacuumed, because he's like, "Did you vacuum it up?" I go, "No, I did not. I looked very carefully. I guarantee you I did not vacuum up your puzzle piece. It was the cat."
James and I were house sitting once, and we had like we were going to be there for like a month, and there was a big dining room table, and I was like, "I'm going to get a puzzle. That sounds great. We can just leave it out." And I bought a brand new puzzle. I took it to the table. I opened it. We did the puzzle, and there was a missing piece. And out of the box missing, because we were babysitting. We were house sitting for his aunt and uncle, and we're up at their house like every week. And so when they came home, I told Aunt Carol, I was like, "Hey, if you find a missing puzzle piece, I'm missing one puzzle piece and I can't find it anywhere." Never found it. So I think I was sold a puzzle with a missing piece, which really makes me angry.
With any new interest, the like second thing you do after you've fallen in the rabbit hole is you go and you join the Reddit group, or you at least start looking. I was going to say, you go to Reddit. Right. Yeah. And so I'm seeing that, like, people complaining about that as a phenomena. Yeah. So it is very well possible that is what you were wronged right away.
I was wrong, and it was like a name brand puzzle. I was angry.
Well, I
Ravensburger or something like that.
I saw that people are like they're thrifting hauls, which that has to be a dangerous venture.
A thrifted puzzle, yeah.
It's too no. So my thing is, we put them in a Ziploc or 2 Ziplocs if it's too big, but we do try to put them in a Ziploc right away, so that, because you just can't trust the flimsy box. Right. The tops come off too easy. So
yeah. Well, I plan to. I think actually both of them came in reusable bags. The 2 that we've done so far.
Nice. Oh, fantastic!
Yeah.
That's a smart company.
Yeah. Yep. My budding obsession is I maybe you guys can talk me down. I really want to get a rug tufting machine. I really want that. I was looking hard at it today because the Claw Club has a big discount. But then if you look on Amazon, it looks like you could put together the same kind of kit for maybe $100 less. And I do not care about the yarn they're sending with it.
Right, you got that.
Yeah, I keep coming back to wanting.
I have been back and forth on that train many times and have never done it, because I mean, you have space that you could probably do it. I certainly don't. It would be fun.
Yeah. So it's it's on the horizon.
I'm not necessarily talking you down, but
no, I know you're not helping, and I'm I'm not going to ask you to say
I'm neither enabling nor talking down either.
Yes, that's fine. I'll show you guys what I make when I get it.
Okay, good.
Yay!
So,
well,
Well,
Okay.
I think that's it.
I think that's it, guys. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
I believe in show business they say it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Thank you guys
Well done.
Thank you all
for always listening.
Thank you all who've listened. Yeah.
And for your support and for all of the things, for all of the years, for your financial support on Patreon, or for just for listening, for being there. So we're not just talking to each other, although that was thoroughly enjoyable as well. Yeah. We were going to do that anyway.
Gave us a reason to keep on.
Yep. Well, and thank you guys for doing this podcast with me for so many years.
Yeah, thank you.
It's been my pleasure.
Thank you, Katie. You were the center that held as far as all the getting it done.
Yeah.
All right. Well, happy knitting, happy stitching. Keep in touch. Follow us on Instagram. That Instagram page will be there. And there's also links to our personal Instagram accounts and stuff always in the show notes, so you know where to find us. And I think that's it for us tonight, guys. Thank you again, and goodbye.
Thank you, and bye.
Bye, everyone.